Well, good morning, Gathering Network kids. Welcome back to Kid Zone. We are still making our way through the stories of Jesus in the New Testament, and today is a story that Jesus told about a boy who once ran away. And it goes like this. There was once a boy and his dad, and one day the boy gets to thinking, maybe if I didn't have my dad around telling me what I should do and telling me what's good for me all the time, I'd be a whole lot happier. He seems to spoil my fun all the time. I don't think he really wants me to be happy. And then he thought, gosh, does my dad actually love me? Well, the son had never thought that before. And suddenly, he really doesn't know the answer to that question. So the son goes to his dad. He goes to his father and he says, Dad, I really think I am better off without you. I can look after myself. Just give me my share of your money. This was what was called an inheritance. Well, of course, the father is sad and brokenhearted, but he knows he cannot force his son to stay. So he gives his son what he wants. He gives him the money, and the son takes it and goes off on a long, long trip to as far as he can go, the farthest country he can get to. And everything is wonderful and perfect for him for a while. He can go wherever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. He can be whoever he wants. He is his own boss and he is free. Now, sometimes when it's quiet and his friends aren't around, he gets a strange sort of hungry, homesick feeling inside his heart. But then he just eats more, or drinks more, or buys more clothes, or goes to more parties until it goes away. But soon his money runs out and his friends leave him. He ends up getting the only job he can find, feeding the pigs. One day he is so hungry and so desperate, he even tries some of the pig food. And then he stops himself and thinks, what am I doing? It's suddenly as if he was sort of woken up from this nightmare. He spits out all the food and he says to himself, my father is rich, and here I am in a pig pen eating with the pigs. So he gets up and he dusts himself off and he decides to head back home. Well, as he starts for home, he begins to worry. What if my dad doesn't love me anymore? What if he's forgotten about me? What if he's so angry with me he doesn't want to see me? He thinks to himself, I've been gone for so long. I've done so many things wrong. There's no way he will want me as a son anymore. And so on his trip home, he practices his I'm sorry speech. All this time, though, what he doesn't know is that day after day after day, his dad has been standing on the porch, straining his eyes, trying to look off into the distance, just hoping and waiting for his son to come home. You see, the father, he just cannot stop loving his son. He longs for the sound of his son's voice. He longs to hug him again. And he won't be happy, really happy, until his son comes back home. Well, the son is still a long way off down the road, but his dad, can see him coming. The closer the son got, the more he worried, what will dad do? He'll probably fold his arms, send me away. Maybe he'll yell at me, or he'll throw me out, slam the door in my face. I just don't know. Well, that's not how this story goes. The dad seeing his son, he jumps with excitement. He leaps off the porch. He races down the hill, through the bushes, and all the way up the road, the fastest he can go. And before the son can even begin to say, "I'm sorry," his dad runs to him, throws his arms around him, and weeps with the happiest tears because his son is finally home. As you can imagine, the son is shocked. And the dad says, "Let's have a party. My son is home. He left, he ran away. I thought he would be gone forever, but now I have him back." Jesus told the people, he explained the story like this. God is like the dad who couldn't stop loving the son, and people are like the son who said, "Does my dad really want me to be happy? Does he really love me?" Jesus told people this story to show them what God is like and to show people what they are like, so they could know no matter how far they run, how well they might hide, however lost they might find themselves, it would never matter because God's children could never run too far or be too lost for God to find them, and he would always welcome them back with open arms. We'll take some time with the discussion questions today, and I'll see you guys next week.